Hi everyone, good afternoon. I'm Stella. Today I will talk about how to deal with subtle malice. What is subtle malice, you ask? Well, subtle malice means an indirect, hidden, or passive aggressive behavior intended to harm, annoy, or undermine someone without being openly aggressive. Today I will talk about this topic in three parts. Have you ever experienced subtle malice in your life? Let me share an example of my own. A while back, I got a better exam grade than usual, and my friend joked and said, "Did you do this all by yourself? Come on, drop the act. You are really overachiever." When I failed later, she came over to offer fake comfort. But what she really wanted was to laugh at me and secretly hope I never got better. When I earned a good result, someone threw shade. At first, I lashed out in anger and lost my temper. Then, I fell into overthinking and blaming myself, entering a cycle of self blame. But what was clearly the other person's malice ended up feeling like my own fault. This thought kept running through my mind, and I replayed the scene over and over. When over and over, I wasted so much time and energy on this, and I couldn't focus on what was important for me. In the end, our friendship was damaged. Have you ever had a similar experience in your daily life or studies? I wish this hadn't happened to you because it is a kind of malice. It's a kind that makes you feel weak and uncomfortable, yet doesn't seem to cause any actual harm. You can't produce any proof of it. Your characters might change a lot. You may become quiet and withdraw, unwilling to share your joys or sorrows. So, it's important that we recognize it, face it, and solve it. This common subtle malice is belittling ill will. It means secretly making fun of people or saying hurtful things either through words or actions. This is done on purpose to lower their self esteem and confidence, just in the story I told you. Before we deal with the malice, we need to understand the motive behind the action. Once we see where they're coming from, we can handle it better. Um, First of all, I've got some pretty cool ways to handle this kind of nasty stuff. First off, we can call it out directly and ask them what they really mean. Facing the negativity head on is the first step forward. And if you encounter a relationship that constantly drains you and make you feel uncomfortable, let them go as soon as you can. Let others be themselves, just as you allow yourself to be yourself. Second, if they keep doing it, we can simply ignore what they're saying. Not responding isn't being weak. It shows our worth doesn't depend on their approval. Plus, it saves our energy instead of wasting it on a pointless argument. Then, the most important things that we need to build a mental moat in our hearts. And the opinions of others do not change our own value. When you feel when you feel mentally exhausted, we can try writing down our strengths on paper to stabilize ourselves. At the same time, we need to focus on self-improvement and view the negativity as a motivation. For example, if people make fun of you for being fat and and call you mean nicknames, you can turn the negative comments into a motivation. When you completely change yourself, then those bad people will have nothing to say. Finally, this is also a mirror. Have you ever showed this kind of subtle malice to others? Say no to malice. Be kind and be brave. Thank you for listening.